In the previous lesson, I spoke about the effects of Aries ascendant Lord Mars being present in different houses like first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, and sixth house. In this video lesson, I will try to speak about the effects of Mars as Aries ascendant Lord being present in 7th house, 8th house, 9th house, 10th house, 11th house and 12th house. If a strong Mars is present in the 7th house in Libra for the Aries ascendant, the native is bound to get an aggressive life partner. In such a situation, the aspect of Mars falls on Aries. Because of that, the native will take care of the family and spouse, children very well. The native will lead a happy family life. If Mars is weak in Libra in the 7th house for the Aries ascendant and also afflicted by the influence of malefic planets, there will be unhappiness in married life. There may be internal squabbles in family, and the native may not be respectable towards elders in the family. The native may develop strains in relations with neighbors, friends and colleagues. In such a case, the native may also participate in questionable activities, lowering his or her image in society. If a strong Mars is present in the 8th house in Scorpio or the Aries ascendant, then it means Mars is strong as Lagna Lord and also as the Lord of the 8th house, representing longevity. In such a case, the native will have very good longevity if, along with Mars, Saturn, which signifies longevity, and 3rd house Lord Mercury, which also represents longevity, as it is the 8th house from the 8th house, then it means all factors of longevity are very strong, and in such a case, the native would be blessed with full longevity of 100 years. If a strong Mars is present in the 9th house in Sagittarius for the Aries ascendant, for Aries Lagna, and if the 9th house Lord Jupiter is also very strong and well placed, then the native would follow a path of dharma. He would have good planning and would be helpful to others. Such natives would progress well in profession and reach commanding positions. But if Mars is weak in the 9th house in Sagittarius for Aries Lagna by the influence of malefic entities, the native would be sinful and would follow a path of adharma. If a weak Mars is also associated with a weak moon in Sagittarius in the 9th house for Aries ascendant, and if Saturn is also weak in the natal chart, then the mother's longevity would be curtailed. Then passing on to Capricorn, it becomes the exaltation sign for Mars, and the presence of Mars in the exaltation sign in the 10th house in Capricorn for the Aries ascendants is an excellent thing. They become great leaders, they become great warriors, they shine in police, military and other departments, they can become good surgeons. In whatever field they are, they become role models for others. They would be very generous, but of course, they would also maintain certain amount of anger at some times in their interactions and dealings with others. On the whole, presence of Mars in Capricorn for Aries ascendants is an excellent thing for the Aries natives and also for the people surrounding them. If a strong Mars is present in the 11th house in Aquarius for Aries ascendants, the natives would be very, very stubborn and intransigent and would always be ready to take things to logical conclusion. Such natives would pay special attention towards the children and also elders in the family and would be happy with whatever they have. But if a weak Mars is present in the 11th house in Aquarius for the Aries ascendants, and if Mars is also afflicted, they may be addicted to gambling and other vices. If Mars is present in the 12th house in Pisces for the Aries ascendants, it is very essential that Mars should be very, very strong, because Pisces becomes the 12th house and 12th house represents a downfall in any chart. So it is very essential that Mars should be very, very strong if it is present in the 12th house in Pisces for Aries ascendants. On the other hand, if Mars is present in the 12th house in Pisces for the Aries ascendants in a weak condition, and if Mars is also afflicted, the natives would face a lot of troubles during the Mars periods